gameplay revealed at the Xbox and Bethesda showcase. So yeah, welcome back to another episode of Geeking Around. I'm Lewis Michael, and today we're going to check out the Starfield Official Gameplay Reveal. We're going to talk about it and see if it's really worth, or at least it seems, well, not, it seems like it would be, it's worth the long wait that we have to go through for it, and maybe even talk about the long ass wait we gotta go through for Elder Scrolls 6. So let's get right into it. I will be kind of, because it's a very long gameplay reveal, so I probably will cut the video down. So if you have seen it and like, hey, what happened to that one scene or whatever, that's why, because it's such a long video. Yeah, let's check it out and then we can talk about it after. The wonder is not the fields of the stars is so vast, but the man that has measured it. Dun dun dun. A Bethesda game studio? Anyone ever heard of that game studio before? Three, two, one, blast off. There's a starman waiting in the sky. Okay, so this is the mysterious moon of Crete. May 7, 23rd. We're really into the future. Crete, moon of Enzon? I don't know how to spell. I mean, I don't know if it's really, next gen level of graphics. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's great. Bethesda has always been really great, but
according to the scanners, the abandoned research facility is in this direction.
Crete. I mean, it looks cool and stuff, and I really hope he didn't shoot it. But I really hope that that the maps on each of the planets are huge. Because I remember first time my cousin was playing Morrowind on the original Xbox, I think it was, and he's like, hey, you see that mountain way back there? Go to it. I'm like, what? You can't go to that. Because like back then there wasn't these really huge, game open world maps, and it's like, you can't go there.
It would appear that pirates of the Crimson Fleet are using the facility.
Oh, now we're getting pirates. It's a pirate. So I'm sure they're using like a lot of mechanics from Fallout for all these, guns and stuff. So that was pick locking, I guess. Now we got the laser gun. That he flew off. They fly now? They fly now. Okay, so this is the capital city of New Atlantis. Or was it Atlanta? Atlantis, okay. Genesis? The planet Genesis?
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all.
Which is,
What's out there?
what is out there?
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. As to what they are,
Well, that's pretty cool.
you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
I really hope there's like scenes where, like, you guys remember in Skyrim where you go in this cave and there's these like giant jellyfish looking things and they all blue and like it was really beautiful. And so I really hope there's scenes like that in this.
Of course, the settled systems is full of groups with other priorities.
The fleet doesn't follow the rules. Agree to work for UCC instead. Together, we take down these cutthroat pirates. We're not just here to shoot the bad guys. We're peacekeepers. We protect the people of the Free Star Collective.
The Rock.
When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, no one quits. The only way out is death.
Death.
The path ahead may be dangerous, but we are not stopping. Most Dusties don't even make it this far. Because whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity
Halo?
forever.
So yeah, like that shot right there look like it's gonna be pretty epic.
Take a look at the stories in Starfield. But ultimately, it's not our story. It's the story you create by who you are and the choices you make. And that starts with character creation.
So here's the character creation.
It's our most flexible yet. You can customize all the elements of how you look. You'll pick a background that gives you 3 starting skills.
Says here you spend some time as a diplomat, having a way with words might prove useful.
There are optional traits, and these come with unique advantages and disadvantages. But it's not just in how you can look, and how your character plays and develops. The skill system combines the best from our previous games, and you can unlock new skills as you level up, and then you rank those skills up by using them and completing challenges. And there's deep crafting systems, from running research projects with the resources you find, to crafting weapon mods needed to survive.
It's a lot like Skyrim.
And you can build your own outposts. These act as a home away from home for survival and resource generation. You can choose where and how to build each one. And you can hire characters you need to keep it up and running. But that's not all. You can even build your own spaceships.
Oh, a spaceship. Yeah. I wonder if you can do like the Millennium Falcon.
And yes, you can completely customize the look and layout. There's loads of different modules, ship manufacturers, and more. I have to say, it's so cool. We just absolutely love this. Because yes, you can fly it.
You can fly it? To infinity and beyond. Now we just need some classical music, like Stanley Kubrick. So you can do some dog fights in this. That's kind of cool. That was always something that kind of was disappointing with Destiny. Like you can have, have your own ships and stuff, but it's almost pointless because you couldn't, fly it or anything. It was just for the loading screen, and that was it. Like you got your little speedos and stuff, but an actual ship was kind of pointless. And that's how I kind of sees this as, Destiny meets Skyrim or Fallout.
For all of you to experience the game, thanks again for being with us today, and thanks for all the support you've given us over the decades, especially on this game. It's been an incredible journey for us making it, but we know that's really only the beginning, for it's when all of you play it that the real journey begins. And you may be wondering, just how big is this game? So we thought we'd take one last moment and show you. Let's take a look at one of our planets, Jemison.
Genesis.
You can land into Atlantis, but you can also land and explore anywhere on the planet.
Anywhere.
It's not just this planet, it's all the planets in the system. From barren but resource-heavy ice balls to Goldilocks planets with life. And not just this system, but over 100 systems. Over 1,000 planets to explore. We can't wait to see what you find.
So over 100 systems, and that each system has its own collection of planets. So a lot of people are saying this is like No Man's Sky, and hopefully it's not the same thing over and over again and stuff. Because I think that's how No Man's Sky got. Like after you do, so many, it just looked like it was the exact same thing over and over again. But like I said before, like I'm kind of concerned. Starfield. We get back to what I was about to say in a second. Xbox consoles, PC, and cloud. But it didn't say it if it was Xbox Series exclusive. Oh, down here. So you have to have a Xbox Series X or S. Alright, so what I was saying that I hope that like each planet is actually quite big. Like I'd rather have like a few big planet where I could explore a huge map of it, and not just have a whole bunch of planets with a very small map. So I'm really hoping that it goes that round. And based on what we saw with the character creation of it, like I wasn't really all that impressed with it. It looked kind of not all that much different from what we got from Skyrim and stuff, you know. Like Skyrim and Fallout was great. Like you can do so much with it, but like really when it comes down to it, it felt like, you know, based on other stuff, you couldn't really do all that much. But yeah, I think this is going to be one of the best games that comes out in recent time. I just feel like for the most part, it will be a little disappointing. You know, I'm hoping that I am wrong. I mean, yeah, I have been very critical of Bethesda taking so long to create this game and to create Elder Scrolls 6 and stuff, you know. But like after playing Red Dead Redemption 2, you know, I'm starting to understand why game studios are kind of doing this now. You know, like they made, you know, GTA. I can't remember which one, but they made GTA. And then took years, you know, like 10 years. And then they made Red Dead Redemption. I don't think it was 10 years. I think it was just a few years. But then they took like 10 years to make the next GTA, and it's still considered one of the best games out there after now 10 years. And they took 10 years to make Red Dead Redemption 2, and I think that was one of the greatest games of all time. And that's why GTA 6 is taking so long to be made. So I kind of like it when game studios do that, but you know, you kind of gotta give us something in between instead of just giving us a new special edition Skyrim that we have to buy to get, you know, to fish. You know, that is, you should give us an expansion, not just a little update, you know, or bug fixes that should have been fixed a long time ago. You know, that's where my problem with Bethesda, that we haven't really been given a lot in between the years, and I never really been that big of a fan of Fallout. It's a great game, but I've always been more of a Elder Scrolls person, and to me I feel like they've been kind of focusing a little bit too much on Fallout and not enough on Elder Scrolls. Like, yeah, they got Elder Scrolls Online, and that comes out with new expansions and different storylines and stuff all the time. But I just don't. I want the single play on, you know, game that Elder Scrolls became known for, and Elder Scrolls Online, it plays different. It has different fighting, you know, combat system and everything. So I mean, it looks like, you know, Skyrim. It looks like Elder Scrolls, but everything else about it is completely different. And it is kind of disappointing that it's going to be only for the Xbox Series X and PlayStation. PC, and it kind of sucks. But like, it's going to be a huge game, one of the biggest games that coming out recently. So I can understand that, and plus we do need to start getting away from the Xbox Ones and PlayStation 4. Unfortunately, last time I looked, I couldn't find any Xbox Series X. I can only find the Xbox Series S. So I mean, if they're saying that you need an Xbox X to play, I mean, that's gonna suck. And I think this comes out in, I think, early 2023. I think it's supposed to have been out this November, but I think they delayed it for a reason. I can't remember why, but I'd rather them, you know, put in the little bit of time that they need so that we don't have so many bugs and glitches like we did with Skyrim and stuff. But then again, like I said, they've been working on this game for like 10 years and stuff, so they better not have anything. I think that's one of the reasons why, you know, Cyberpunk 2077, with it having such a bad launch and stuff, and it was supposed to have been before the pandemic ever happened, so it should have been done before that. Then they used that as an excuse, like, oh wait, we had to do this and that. And so like, they didn't really have a very good excuse, and I'm sure like a lot of the developing of this game was during, you know, the pandemic, so it could have easily slowed them down on that. So they do have an excuse. But then again, it's Bethesda, one of the biggest gaming studios of all time, and it's just hard for me to think, well, why is this taking so long? Like Rockstar that does GTA, that's all they do is just GTA and stuff, and they're not as big as what Bethesda has been overall. They just do GTA, where Bethesda does all different types of develop all different types of games, publish all different types of games. Then they got bought out by Microsoft, which is, I think they are now a $1 trillion company. So they spent a lot of money for Bethesda. So, which means that PlayStation is not getting it. So this is going to be exclusively for only Xbox and PC. Now there was a thing that they was talking about that you could get Xbox Game Pass, the app, onto your PlayStation. That they might do that, something like that. I remember there was talk about that, but I'm not sure if they actually did do anything with that. I have to look that up. But if anyone knows about anything about that, please comment, let me know. But yeah, I think that's about it. Like I said, I'm really hoping that this game is great. I do think it's a little bit, like Destiny mixed with Skyrim or Fallout, really. Like I said, I really hope this game is great. I would definitely be doing a review of it once it comes out, and I will be saving up for an Xbox Series X. I don't care if I have to pay on eBay the damn scrap on some crap, but because this is going to be one of the biggest games, and I really need to do more video game reviews. It's just kind of hard because you gotta do get all the gameplay footage, and then you gotta edit. I find editing video game reviews much harder than doing anything else like movies and TV shows and stuff. So yeah, what do you think about it? Are you excited for the game? What are you looking forward to? What are some of your concerns? Or let me know down in the comments, and make sure you like and subscribe for more. Like I said, I will be doing a review of it. The Obi-Wan Series 1 review will be next, and I think I'm doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge review after the Obi-Wan. I've been playing that with my cousin, and we've been loving it, and mostly nostalgic stuff, because it was inspired by the original 1990. I can't remember when it came out now. I think the movie came out in 89, and then after that was the original TV shows. Well, anyway, they had a lot of the same voice actors from it. They had the original theme music from it, and it's pretty cool. It's a fun little game, and if you have Xbox Game Pass, you can get it for free. And I was playing with the cloud, through the cloud system at Falls, and I actually was doing pretty well. I mean, it is a small little, just a 2D platformer game, so it wasn't graphically intense, but it was actually doing quite well. Anyways, make sure you like and subscribe. I see you next time. Bye.